It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
On tonight's show, we'll take a look at the results of the 2022 primary elections and the return of the Mafia video of the week. Stay tuned. Welcome to Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with lesbianery. I am your host, Marlon Kleiber, along with Anna Hart. Tracy Carson will be on later. Diaz is off this afternoon until we piss him off, and then he'll jump on. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the show, we're going to look at all the results, these special results. We're not going to look at all of them, but the ones that really affects the going on in this country in the next 2 years. We also have the returning of Mafia video of the week. And unfortunately, we have yet another video from Tracy. We all know where this is going. We all know, prepare yourself, not my fault. That's not even gonna work, Anna. It's bad.
Oh man,
How you doing, Anna?
not bad. I had a good movie afternoon with my nephews, my brother.
Mhm.
It's going good. Yeah.
So let me tell you up front,
Mhm.
we may or may not have any technical difficulties during this show because we had one in production, and I went through a 1970s psychedelic coloring thing. As you can see, I don't even have a background anymore. It won't even let me have a background, so I don't even know what's going on. But you'll be able to hear me. I'm going to take myself down if that happens again. Anna's fully aware of taking charge. She already has the knowledge and skills to do that. Tracy will be on later on and they can take over. And I'll just become a producer instead of a host. So we'll just keep the show going because that's what we do. No stopping.
Right.
So let's see who's already out there with us.
How are you doing, Marlon?
I'm doing.
You're doing.
I'm sore. I got those headsets to work, those optical Quest, and I got me a boxing game. And there's nothing like a boxing game to let you know that you are 50 and you ain't done this in a long time. And so, yeah,
maybe a bowling game.
No, I need to get back. I need to move. I really do. There's no excuse for it. I did 2 years of not really doing nothing. With some people was using the 2 years to get into shape, and I went, no, not
That's
really.
okay. Hi,
Hey,
Mickey. How
Mickey.
you doing tonight?
Please tell me that video isn't what I think. Oh, yes, it is. I did send it to you, Mickey. Yes, it is, Mickey. And as Tracy said, yep, it sure is. And Mickey, yes, it is. And so you haven't seen the video.
I guess not.
Ew, this is going to be fun.
Oh, no.
So without further ado, let's get this party started. So let's start off from least to worst. Least Lake.
Win. NBC projects Democrat Katie Hobbs will be the next governor of Arizona. She beat Republican Kari Lake, a Trump-endorsed vocal 2020 election denier, a big one. But not long ago, despite there being no evidence of fraud, a defiant-sounding Lake tweeted, quote, "Arizonians know BS when they see it." At this.
So Kari Lake, who already had her built-in excuse, because they all do. I was telling Foxy that I saw an SNL skit where the guy wrote on a piece of paper. On one side, he had fraud on the piece of paper. He had fraud on one side. He had a circle. On the other side, he had lose, and he had that circle. And he had an arrow pointing towards one thing, and he was trying to explain fraud in the United States, saying, so see, if we lose, there's fraud. So it was like, it wasn't SNL, but so we lose, there's fraud. It says, so what do you do if you win? Oh, we already got that. And he flipped the paper over. Good. If we win, then the election works. So you see how that works. If we win, election works. See, and Tracy has, and by the way, everybody need to check their email. Tracy is doing the best of the worst of 2022. The page is already went out. Please check your email. Please make sure you fill that out and turn it in. But I know one of them is who was one of the biggest, I think, who was one of the biggest butt kisser to Trump. She got to be on there somewhere. As much as I can say the other ones was bad, none of them flew to Trump Tower after Trump did not endorse her. None of them at least flew to Trump Tower, stood in front of Tower. This is my savior, my God, and all this other stuff. And then she got endorsed again, and she ran the gauntlet of Trump's speech. Lastly, what she said is nobody who should be Secretary of State should run for an election of any kind, governor, whatever, but it's governor. Nobody who is
What was the name of the guy and the state where they were just
Wait a minute, Virginia? No, not Virginia, not
Florida?
Tennessee, Georgia, you little Kemp.
Georgia.
So it was fine for him, and was proven that it was election malfeasance going on there,
Yeah.
and it was proven, and he kept office. You have no proof whatsoever. And by the way, let me fix that little sentence, and I'll head it over to Anna. Arizona does not know their BS is going on. Arizona knows that you are BS. And that's why you didn't win. Anna?
Well, look at how close it came.
Yeah.
One of the main problems with Arizona, hey Parker, is they don't start counting. Hello, Sid. They don't start counting anything until 8 p.m. comes, and then they wonder why it takes days. There were people that were saying, we shouldn't count any more votes beyond 8 p.m. And you all don't know what you're saying. There is a lot that could be fine-tuned in the Arizona, in the counting. There's I am just really, really glad that ultimately and overwhelmingly, if you look at all of the different races, that the people said no to Trumpism. They said no to MAGA. They said, no, we're not rehashing a stupid fraud claim that we looked all into that. No basis. The majority of us don't want our democracy to go up in flames. And yes, for all the people that would say, we're not in a democracy, we're in a type of democracy. I was scared.
What?
I was scared going into this election. I am relieved. I'm not happy. No, but I am relieved. At least we have a certain percentage of us that will look at insanity and choose that we don't want to go there. So we know that their playbook says, if I win, oh, cool. I won't contest anything. If I lose, however, we're going to run the whole Trump playbook of fraud. It couldn't possibly turn out like this. You people need to really go out and talk to the people. And when I say you people, I mean politicians looking for their seat. Really, we only had a couple of people who were looking at the return rates from the exit polling. That was Midas Touch. We had Bo, who also recognized that there were going to be some unlooked for voters, Gen Z. So basically, I have a huge thank you for Gen Z, millennials, and minorities. You saved our asses. Again. Thank you.
But we won't get the credit though.
With
Tracy,
me,
what you think?
Ha 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 ha. You lost. You say ha ha
You've been
ha.
waiting so patiently just so she could get the
I'm gonna say something about Miss Lake. Y'all notice she looks like Boris Kojo's wife? Look her up. Tell me they don't look alike. She and Nicole Parker look almost identical. I was like, wait a minute. Somebody did a side by side of them, and I was like, what? But I had a shellacking that the Democrats were going to take. I didn't want it to happen, but all the election deniers, all of them lost. But when she lost, oh, I was just like, I'm moving to Arizona. I'm moving to Arizona. That's it. I'm gone. Indiana, I see you when I see you. I was so elated. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. They do look alike. They look similar. Yes. They do look similar.
Okay, hold on.
Except for Nicole Parker is like more like your color, and well, Carrie White is more like Anna's color. But they have the same nose, they got the same jawline. Yeah, put it up. Tell me that doesn't look like Carrie Lake. Tell me, yeah. Now put up Carrie Lake.
I don't want
to. I'm
Okay.
looking at.
They
You're
look
right.
very similar.
Yes, they do.
It's similar. Okay, let's remove this so we can
but
get back to.
I felt I'm not one of those petty people, and normally, as a good God-fearing person, I try not to be, but this one, I brought all the petty out. I'm like, I'm bringing it all out. I don't care. I'm bringing it all out. And the good news for everybody in Arizona, Kirsten Sinema is up for re-election in 2024. So y'all already know what to do. Y'all already know. Y'all already know.
They
Y'all
know.
already know. But I was so happy. I was sad that Lauren Boebert won, but Carrie Lake losing. Oh, that you don't know how happy I was. You do not know how happy I was. I don't know what's with the Democratic nominee. I don't know where her policies are. I don't know where her stances are. I don't know if she's pro-choice, pro-life. I don't care. Carrie Lake lost, and that I am grateful. And
Keep all your ha-has. We got 2 more to go through. Well, 1 more to have. Next on the chopping block, Dr. Oz.
With voters. When it comes to this.
No, sorry. That's not what I meant to play. Although, I don't think I have it. No. Anyway, somebody talk some more.
Dr. Oz did something that Republicans, and I don't want to use crazy in the terms of defaming people with mental health illnesses. He did something that Trumpsters don't do. He conceded. See, there's this word called conceded. He said, hey, I called him. I lost. And he thanked his support. That's how you're supposed to do. When you lose, you call the person and say, hey, you beat me. Good. Now, is Dr. Oz a great person for that? No, he's still garbage. But that, I will give him credit for. He conceded. He didn't go for this, it was fixed, and da-da-da-da-da. I didn't hear any of that. And I'm shocked that I'm saying this. Thank you, Dr. Oz. Ooh.
Okay, I got the video now.
This is a major headline, 1:10 in the morning here. John Fetterman, ABC News projecting, will win Pennsylvania. This is a switch. There's going to be a lot of talk about the 11th hour help that John Fetterman received from former President Obama, from President Biden, from Oprah Winfrey, who she introduced the country to Dr. Oz on the Oprah show for many years. In the 11th hour, she offered her endorsement not to Dr. Oz, but to John Fetterman. And also this whole debate about whether or not when he got on that debate stage and showed, what it's like to recover from a stroke, whether that would hurt or help. And he argued until the very last day, including last night, making his campaign speeches, that he'd grown more empathetic. This allows me to understand people, families, and what they go through when they get knocked out.
Another election that made me feel good.
Yeah.
Fetterman
is really tall.
But you know what's so funny about Fetterman? Fetterman has proven that you can look at Fetterman all the time, and this is just my opinion, but you could not see Fetterman walking down the street and go, "Oh, that's a politician." That man is about as far from looking like a normal and acting like a politician that I have ever seen in a long time.
It's going to be strange to see him in a suit because, the Senate, they have a dress code. It's going to be weird to see him in a suit because I'm so used to the hoodie and the shorts and like, okay, that's what I'm used to. This going to be like, I saw him in a suit one time. I'm like, but looks don't matter. You beat Dr. Oz.
Yes.
Wizard of Oz lost. I have never, I ain't gonna say never, I sound like Trump. I have never, ever, I don't want to sound like that. Oz just came off the last bit of the election. And it irks me so much because I was watching the Oz show and things like that, and to see somebody that was so helpful and so caring and so dedicated to making people's lives better, to turn into the most slimiest, just gut-wrenching individual I have ever seen on TV. This guy just said, I'm going to look at my TV show and I'm going to do the complete opposite of everything that I have ever done and mastered it, because he was just coming off like, dude, you're gross. You are absolutely gross.
Right. His ability as a heart surgeon, we can't take it away from him. He's a skilled heart surgeon. That's about the nicest thing I'm going to say about him. But dude, you selling weight pills and all this stuff and making millions of people. We should have recognized it. But because he was on TV and we had other things to look at, we kind of ignored the fact that he's a piece of garbage. JFC, I type, it makes no sense. Okay, who's JFC? Who? Just for kids.
Okay, no, take the middle initial out. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that term, yeah.
She has the tremors tonight, so some of the stuff is not going to come smoothly. But since we speak Mickey, we'll figure it out. So don't worry about it, Mickey. Half the time you type something, and I'll just read through it and go, "Oh, that's what she meant." Okay, so what she was really saying. But again, I'm glad for Fetterman. You're talking about two people that's completely on the opposite end of the spectrum. I mean, there was nothing about them that was similar in scope, in morals, in values, in politics. I mean, there was total opposites of each other. So what I didn't know, and I would kind of like to know why, this was the most expensive primary in the United States.
You mean election?
Yeah.
The primary?
Yeah, not the primary. Primary was primary was last year.
Like Democrats versus Democrats.
You mean, yeah,
Primary.
or do you mean Democrats versus Republican?
I mean Fetterman versus Oz.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I was like, wait a minute, that ain't a primary because they different. Okay.
Yeah.
But they were saying the primary of all the primaries that happened. Why am I saying primary?
Yeah.
I'm not
The
sure.
We don't know
midterm,
why
the
you saying.
midterm. I told you that boxing game got me goofy. The midterm election. The midterm election, this was the most expensive midterm election in the United States.
Okay.
Fetterman versus Oz.
Because the Republican Party spent like a gajillion dollars.
Oh no.
I think Marlon is freezing like this again.
No, I'm right here. Oh.
It was.
They sunk their money into where they thought they needed to, and then once again show how much they really are out of touch with the people.
And he's not even from Pennsylvania. Like nobody just like unlike the people in Georgia that apparently don't care as long as you play football. Like, why not run for senator in New Jersey where you actually live at instead of going, well, not clear across because Pennsylvania and New Jersey are pretty close together. But, dude, you didn't think that was going to come up?
My deal is speaking for myself again. I get kind of antsy looking at somebody who comes from another state that decides to run in my state for something. I have to look at you sideways like
you don't even live here.
Dude, why are you here? Why did you decide not to run for whatever in your state? Like something not sounding right. What are you here for? But
there's a plan.
Some people don't look at that. They look at the letter out of the person. They look at the letter right beside the person's name, D or R, and everything else is a wash. Cause no matter what they say,
you never heard anything from his supporters. You never heard a person saying, "This is why I support Dr. Oz. He's gonna do da 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 da." Nothing. It was like somebody voted for him, obviously, because it was a close race. But do they know what he was? I don't even think he knows what he was running on. I literally don't. I think he just thought, hey, I'm a celebrity, like Trump is a celebrity. I'll use that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that I think what did it was him shooting that rifle. That was the most phoniest looking thing I have ever seen. I'm like, yep, that did it right there.
I think it was when he went to the wrong grocery store.
No, he kept calling the grocery store the wrong thing.
Yeah. He went to the
wrong
grocery store.
We call them veggie trays. Nobody says crudité.
But anyway, so let's get on to the last one before we get to the main event.
$312 million combined. Wow. So it was the most expensive Senate race.
Oh, the most expensive. Still, though, oof.
How much did you say, Anna?
$312 million if you combine both Fetterman and Oz.
We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Yes, we should be.
You know how many children they can feed? You know
That's a state. That's not the presidency. That's a state.
Think about how much it's going to cost to run for president. Oh my gosh.
But that's what I'm saying, Tracy.
That's just billions.
Now I can use primary. Now I can use the word correctly. We're not talking about primaries. Midterm. Well over $250 million.
This is where I don't understand where we don't use the internet more to our advantage. We do not need people to be traveling all across either the U.S. or across their state, even or across their district. I know not everybody has internet yet. I know broadband is still something that we need to, infrastructure. Still lots going on with this country that
$312 million could house
312.
every homeless veteran in the United States. Every
All,
last
all
one.
of that was advertisement. All
Yep.
of that was travel. All of
We
that was
should
gas.
damn well be ashamed of ourselves.
Yeah, we
And how
really
much?
should.
Wow. I'm sorry. I got to move on. I don't know why that makes me sick.
It should.
That makes me
It should.
sick.
It really should make you sick. It's like, don't y'all got something better else to do? But nope, they want to control the.
And it's not even the fact that y'all spent $312 million. It's the fact that the combined total was given to you to add up to 300. Do you understand that the state of Philadelphia gave these two people, Pennsylvania, $312 million?
But most of that money, Marlon, didn't come from Pennsylvania. It came from outside. It came from big corporations, dark money, triple D, triple C, APAC,
and the RNC.
RNC. I mean,
I really wish somehow that we could reverse the whole money in politics. It is sickening. And I'm tired of being told by every politician out there that it's my $5 that are going to make the difference.
That works with independent candidates. It don't work with Democrats, Republicans. Not in my opinion.
Your $5 is gonna buy that dude lunch, and that's a maybe.
And when they have we have triple matching. Just give the money. Don't make it conditional upon somebody else donating money. Just give your money. I hate that. All right. Next.
Okay. Next.
Sorry.
Next goes. 320. Okay, I'm sorry. Move on. So the most important thing to me, my opinion, the Georgia Senate runoff.
But what is arguably one of the most important races in Georgia is the runoff. A lot of folks across the country are paying attention to this one. Incumbent U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock and his GOP challenger Herschel Walker are separated by a razor-thin margin, which means voters will have until December 6th to pick their next senator. So here's a timeline of what we can expect here. If you're absentee voting, you can request your ballot right now. You just will not get it until November 18th. You could vote as early as November 26th, depending on your county rules, and everyone can start voting early or early voting on Monday, the 28th. And early voting will last a week. Runoff election day, once again, is December 6th.
Okay, so today is the 20th. So people who's already asked for their absentee ballots should have it today. I mean, by now, or at least early next week. It has to be early next week because the holiday we shall not name, because Anna is on the show, is on Thursday. So
Family Day.
That's Family Day. So, but I digress. You should be close to having them out. Please go vote early. Please. Just do it. And I hate to be the downer of all this stuff. And I know there's undecided voters. You know who you're voting for. You know. There's a lot more. I mean, I'm not saying there's not undecided voters out there. But at this point in time, at a runoff, it's almost the outlier.
There shouldn't be.
Why is this race so close? Why? Literally, why? Georgia, what's wrong with y'all? You clearly, if Raphael Warnock just blinked his eyes and did Morse code, he would still be more qualified than Herschel Walker. Everybody, why? Just why? I don't live in Georgia. I have nothing to say about Georgia politics, but come on, why? Really, y'all? Really? Really. Herschel Walker. Really. The man talks
Because
about
most
vampires. Vampires. Vampires.
werewolves are cool, though.
I held this.
They're more cool.
I held this for this reason. Did you see the Republicans lose the court case where they tried to ban Saturday voting? Saturday, the day that majority of the people are off and can go anytime they want to in what I walk or run. Y'all, look.
They do not
I'm
want
gonna tell y'all
everybody to
I've
vote.
been always saying this for the longest time. So correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all will in the comments and that. No, I'm not. But correct me if I'm wrong anyway. If y'all are so God-given the greatest side of democracy in this country, why do you stack the deck so much to freaking win?
Oh, let me answer. Can
Y'all
I answer?
kill me with the we doing the right thing for this country and we're gonna play and blah 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 and everything like that. And if that don't work, we're gonna use the law to make sure that we win. You couldn't explain to me. No wonder you lost the court case. Explain to me in under 1,000 words, because you would sit there and tell me, the recipe to cornbread before you tell me the answer about why it's best for you to close Saturday off from voting. And like I said, just like the Walmart dude, you're gonna say everything but the answer. So that's why I said under 100 words or less, just to push you just a little bit more to answer the doggone question, but you're not.
But Marla,
So
the
you're trying to
answer is really easy. The answer is really easy. Republicans know if voter turnout is high, they're most likely to lose.
No. We know that.
Oh no, Republicans know it. That's why they come up with
They know it too.
But you don't ever say that. They don't ever say that.
Oh, Mitch
They
McConnell
never
said
say
it.
that.
Y'all favorite senator said it.
We're the greatest, and we're gonna get this country back on track, and God fearing, and all this other stuff, and we do the economy, and we'll stop the border crossings and fentanyl and whatever word we haven't used in a long time that we could use just to trigger you and piss you off some more. We will stop all that. And then if we don't, then we're going to sit there and try everything that we could possibly think of to make sure we win, such as come up with no voting on Wednesday between 9 a.m. and midnight. Why? Fraud. My people told me that fraud is more. Man, come on, please stop.
They won't.
If you are that good, be good. You don't want to be good.
No,
you just want to cheat.
No,
you just want to. They know that more voter turnout, the worse.
They know it. They know nobody wants them.
So why don't you change strategies to go, well, gosh, then maybe we need to start listening to the people instead of listening to the corporations.
Stop making sense.
I know. Again, why would I? And this is what kills me. The funny thing about it is, as much as this is the most important race right now, this is what makes us 2 up. We're already 1 up in the Senate. We already got the majority. 2 up if you count the vice president, but you know what I mean. We're just literally talking about the Senate. This will be 2 up and we win. But Georgia.
What's wrong with you?
Georgia.
Come here, Georgia. Come a little closer, Georgia.
Georgia.
How the hell was this a runoff where you have this dude?
The other night I was watching this movie. Called Fright Night, Freak Night, or some type of night, but it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are cool people or not, but I'm gonna tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I want to be a werewolf. You gotta have faith in this country. You gotta have faith in the elected officials. And right now, that's the reason I'm here. Because God has brought his warrior, and I'm that warrior that y'all been looking for a long time. And I can promise you, as my offensive lineman told me, Herschel, follow me. I'll take you to the promised land. And I'm telling y'all right now, you vote for me, I'm gonna help us all get to the promised land. God bless you guys. Thank you guys.
He's Moses now? I mean, what?
He already a vampire and a werewolf. Might as well. How in the world, Georgia? Come on, man. Come on.
This is what happens when people don't vote. This is exactly what happens when people say, I don't want to vote. The other saying, what good is it going to do? They already decided. This is what happens.
They lost that court case Saturday. No, that's not what I'm talking about, Mickey. I'm saying, why would you even file for that? Like, what judge said, let me look into this? What judge would even sit there and try to come up with? If I was a judge, I'm finna pull a Tracy. If I was the judge in Georgia looking at a piece of paper that said, I want to close voting on Saturday, I don't know how many times I'm going to ball that piece of paper up to throw it in the waste basket, but I'm going to get a good 6 out of 10 shots here. And then I'm going to write that dude and go, I'm going to need you to go get a light. That's my verdict. I'm going to need you to go find something else better to do. Go look at Fright Night with Herschel Walker or something, but just don't write any more rulings of Saturday. You had a bet on saying Sunday. I don't want that to happen, but somebody, that reminds me, somebody did try to stop Sunday voting for the Sabbath because in Georgia.
Saturday voting?
No, Sunday. It was state. Okay.
As well?
During the primaries and before then, Black Baptist voters was actually having bus rides for voters to go from church after service to the vote booths.
Souls to the polls.
Yeah.
Right on.
Souls to the polls. Somebody wanted to make it where you couldn't vote on Sundays anymore.
Gotcha. All right.
So Republicans are attacking the weekends. For some reason, they want you to do anything but vote on the weekends. They want you to go to the bar. They want you to trim the hedges. They want you to cut the grass. They want you to do anything but vote. They want you to take time off your job, and then they complain to the jobs that no, you shouldn't give time off to give to employers time to go vote because that'll mess up the economy or some crap they were saying.
It's a holy day. You're not supposed to do anything.
Yeah, that was the
excuse that was one of the ones they pulled out. I'm like, y'all gonna do this?
Georgia Republicans know that they have a huge problem in trying to get younger people to be Republican. They are losing more and more millennials, and they don't have Gen Z. There were, that I knew of, at least 5 nonprofit organizations on the Democrat side to get specifically Gen Z votes out. I saw one nonprofit that looked at the Gen Z Republican voters, and they're losing their money. They're not coming out. The Republicans have said straight out, we don't want to have a policy. We don't want to have something to run on. We want something to run against.
Wait a minute. That cannot be true. No, they didn't.
Yes, Mitch McConnell said it straight out last November at a dinner. He said, no, we don't want to run on any policies.
No, I'm talking about what Mickey's talking
about.
No,
he said she talking about what Mickey said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry because it's Can you
When
read it? Because
the
they're
stats
very
came
tiny.
out showing that the younger voters swing the election, it took 3 seconds for the Republicans to start screaming to raise the voting age back to 21.
If
Yes, that is absolutely true.
they couldn't have been.
Yep.
Nah,
Yep.
wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That was their first
We had-
answer.
We've had
And
people who literally said that when they looked at some of the polling and realized that young women, young single women, was a huge majority in the voting, they need to get married.
why? Something must have happened.
What the? But the,
So, yeah,
help them, Lord.
Just a couple months ago, that might have brought out the women.
we don't know. We live in a TikTok world. Man, y'all lost, okay? And the funny thing about it is, this is what's so funny about you people. This is what's so funny about
Y'all gonna
y'all.
just keep on saying you people. Stop it.
They know what I'm talking about. You really didn't lose. You just didn't get that red wave because you can't come up with absolutely nothing original on your own. But go ahead, we'll give you the red wave because God knows y'all came up, that has nothing to do with the blue wave that we did. Okay, it was yours. So you didn't get the red wave that you wanted. So instead of going, well, we got the house, so we did vote, we did flip some people. Nope. You wanted a full sack on the whole kid caboodle. And then when you didn't get it, let's raise the voting age to 21. Let's get these single white women married. Let's stop voting on the
black single women,
weekends.
right?
Now, so to move on, because we got about 13 minutes left. So to move on, and to piggyback off Anna. So you didn't have a platform to run on. You othered the LGBTQ community, blacks, Hispanics, everybody that you could think of. Maybe that was the reason that you lost. Nope. That's not what you're saying.
For so long, he was feared by so many. But all of a sudden, for Donald Trump, the knives are out. Mocked by the conservative New York Post as he's slammed by fellow senior Republicans.
There's no way to deny Donald Trump got fired Tuesday night. The Trump drag factor is real, and it's only getting worse.
On ABC News in Milwaukee.
I think Donald Trump gives us problems politically. He's a drag on our offices and our races.
And on Fox Business News.
The voters have spoken, and they have said that they want a different leader, and it is time to move on.
Trump himself wasn't on the midterms ballot, but plenty of Republicans endorsed by Trump were, and a lengthy list of them lost as the party struggled.
We lost the president.
On a Fox News radio show, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie took a phrase from Trump's old playbook and turned it against the former president.
Which was, you're going to do so much winning that you're going to ask me to stop winning because we're doing so much winning. You're tired of it. Seems to me we should be tired of losing, and I know I am.
I'm going to help y'all people
I
out.
love that Trumpty Dumpty. I'm sorry. I do.
That was so funny. I'm going to help you people out. You did not lose, and timestamp this, okay? You did not lose because of Trump. You lost because you was thinking and acting like Trump, and it don't work anymore. So you can't blame Trump for being Trump. Trump is Trump. You knew what you was getting. But when you decided, hey, we're going to ride this gravy train for as far as we can without realizing that the gravy train lost 4 wheels 4 miles ago, and you're surprised that you didn't get to your exit. Hello? So instead of blaming yourself, nope. Let's blame the one guy who don't have the power to tweet and call crap. Oh, sorry. He can tweet.
Yep. It's official. Elon Musk will be reinstating former President Donald Trump's Twitter account. The new CEO confirming the news last night, saying the people have spoken. Trump will be reinstated. The decision comes after more than 15 million people took part in a Twitter poll, with over 51% agreeing to bring Trump back. Trump shared the poll to Truth Social, saying, quote, vote now with positivity, but don't worry, we aren't going anywhere. Truth Social is special. Interesting.
Okay, True Social, he finna drop y'all like a bag of bricks. Just gonna let you know that now. Don't be shocked. Don't be alarmed. Who are my kids? Y'all ain't gonna care. Elon Musk ain't doing it because of the moon was yellow on the third star in the house or whatever his excuse is gonna be. He's doing it because he's losing money.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it because he's losing endorsements. And if he don't keep his mouth shut, he's doing it because he's losing a whole bunch of more employees than he thought he was gonna lose. How does that go for you, Scrooge McDuck? I need y'all to be warriors. I need y'all to go. Nah, bro. Do you understand my resume that says I work for Twitter and how that would look in the open market? Bye. Have a good one. So as much as I said on a private message board that we all on, I said I wasn't going to talk about Trump because I was sick of Trump. I already said Trump is running. Y'all saw that, that 30, 40-minute video that I put out about Trump saying that he's running
30
for
seconds.
I could have sworn it was 30 minutes. Was it 30 minutes?
His speech was 30, but your section was 30 seconds.
You were like, he running, I out.
I put a lot of heart and soul into that video.
I was thinking, because I don't want to, I just ate, and I don't want to really, have to regurgitate what I just ate. So, anything I keep down is what I keep down.
What's she saying?
Luckily for me, that was the last video for the hour.
Hey. We're under time.
We're under time. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, you are. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to say it. So this is our first hour already in the book. So we're going to take a 3-minute break to reboot and refresh. And we'll see you all on the other side with Mafia video of the week, Tracy video of the week, and Foxy's videos of the week. Stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I always stay dreaming, never imagine I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark. dragonfly. Feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising. I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
We are back for the second hour of Radical Truth to Power. So before we even get started, let's go ahead and pay these bills, shall we? Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/TracyBedia.LLC.com. Help support her in all her causes. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/Complex Mind. Help my brother Theus in all of his causes. Please do not forget to go to Radical Truth to Power, patreon.com/Radical Truth to Power, exactly the way it's spelled, capital R, capital T, capital T, capital P. Please do not forget to go to AITAH's website, BorelliEtc.com. Learn something that you didn't think you need to know, but you should. And as always, if there's anything that you would like to email me, please email me at radtp@outlook.com. That's radtp@outlook.com. I'm getting really good at that.
You're getting very succinct. Mm-hmm.
There's a guy that I watch on YouTube who does wrestling reviews and things like that. And he does the let's pay these bills first before he gets started. And he has a spew that's way longer than I have. And he tries to do it. Now he done got to the point now where he tries to do it with one breath. But he's not a smoker like I am, so no. I'm not going to even try. Especially when you get to the capital R, capital T, capital T, capital P. No, I've been passed out trying to do something like that.
Takes me right back to Charlotte's Web every time.
The way Marlon says wrestling as wrestling is always good. Parker, if you want to crack up on it, you need to go to my boy's website, Barbecue Catering by I was on his show Wednesday. He has a live show. There's a link to his page on YouTube. I was on his show Wednesday live. We went toe to toe on the word wrestling because I don't say wrestling. I say wrestling. I'm from the South. We all say wrestling. So he hopped on me about me saying wrestling. Then he turns around and go, yeah, sometimes I mix this with water. I went, you what? What did you just say? Water. What is water? Water. You know what you get out of speak it. Water. Water? Yes. That ain't what you said, dude. There's not a D in water. You know, that's how I say it. But you're jumping on me on wrestling. Are you serious? I'm pretty sure I would say water a lot more times than I ever come up with a conversation about wrestling. So we hold a full conversation about that. Trust me, it's like 3 hours of it. So don't worry, nobody watched the whole show. Well, let's go ahead and get this started. Mafia's videos of the week. And unfortunately, Tracy, I'm so terribly sorry, but I am a man of my word. If anybody sends me a video that they would like me to put on the show, I will truly put it on the show. This video is by Parker, and I promised him that I will put it on. So go ahead and get your bag if you need to, but Marjorie Taylor Greene.
President Trump isn't the problem. President Trump is doing everything he can to help Republicans across this country and help Republicans win while he is being politically persecuted worse than any human being in our country's history. That's the real truth. People that want to blame Trump, they are lazy, and that's the problem. We have to do the real work, fix our issues in our party, to fix issues in our state elections and all over the country.
Okay, here's my thing. We'll get to politics and all this stuff later. Why does she look like a hologram? Like she's not really there. It's like just a head. It's just like she's not
pixelated.
President Trump isn't the problem.
It's like it doesn't look real. It doesn't look real. It looks like a computer-generated head. I mean, it couldn't be hard to be a Trumpster anyway. You pretty much say the same thing over and over again, so the speech couldn't be different. All you really do need to work on is the graphics, the dialect. Pick a day, same stuff. But Trump. You didn't look real, lady. Sorry.
But does she ever?
Yeah, well, she running away.
I wish you would find that.
I wish I could too, but I can't. I've looked everywhere that I could.
Create it or something, because that's just gold.
We will not back down.
Yeah.
As you back down. I can't. Okay, no. Let me take that back. I can find the full version of the video. I can find the Benny Hill version of the video. I can find the full version of it, and I can't find it where she says, "I will not back down." Going with, because if I do that, "We will not back down" is then followed by a speech before you see them run off, and I don't care enough to.
Do all the editing necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't want to. My computer ain't but so many years old, and I really don't want it to hate me, so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not. Going to watch some wrestling and drink some water.
Water.
No, the way he said it was WADDA, water. Or WODDA.
Water.
Water. Oh yeah, that Marjorie Taylor. I'd rather listen to that singer. Oh, we're coming to it, Nikki. Don't you worry.
Was that the Parker video?
Yeah.
Parker, why you do this to her?
That's what I want to know.
She said Trump is the most prosecuted person in America.
Yeah, not Martin Luther King, not Malcolm X, not Nat Turner.
I love
Peltier,
you picked the one prosecuted person in the United States who hasn't been prosecuted. You notice that?
She said persecuted.
Persecuted.
Yeah, persecuted and prosecuted are different.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus was persecuted. Trump is prosecuted. It's different.
Wait.
Wait a minute, persecuted?
Persecuted means that prosecuted means like you go before a jury of your own peers. Blah blah
Right.
blah blah blah.
Okay,
blah.
he has never been
Persecuted
prosecuted.
means it's
Right.
immediate attack. It's
Attack.
something outside the justice system.
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby.
So she's saying
Okay,
he's
thank you.
persecuted by the Democratic
Mhm.
Party.
Yeah, okay. All righty.
I mean, he
You,
wants
Poor
to.
baby.
you merely at one point told the guy that it was unpatriotic to be a president wearing a brown suit. You really want to go there? You really want to go? You really want to go toe to toe with Obama and Trump?
And Trump's so rich, why he wear the same suit every single time? Like, dude, change it up. Like,
That's why
change
he
up.
rich. He don't spend money on suits.
I didn't notice that.
He don't need to change. He don't need to buy suits.
I'm getting sorry to him seeing his frumpy self in that frumpy suit.
He goes to the same rallies every day. Hey,
That
same
is
suits for what?
McDonald's, and he gets a Diet Coke. 2 Big Macs, a quarter pounder, and a Diet Coke.
Goes up on stage, looks at the crowd.
Keep on getting them.
Has the security guard hold the doors so people can't get out. Y'all didn't hear about that part? Y'all didn't hear about
Yeah.
that part?
Oh, I heard it. I saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
video. I saw the video of it. I literally saw one of the security guards going.
Can't get out of here. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, nope. Which, by the way, and I'm gonna move on because, like I said, they all jumped on me about talking about Trump. But I'm not even gonna jump on Trump. I'm jumping on you people because why did you
go again with your people?
The people who went to the Trump speech.
Just
why
say
did
the
you
people
go?
who went with
You deserve whatever happens to you, bro. Sorry, not sorry. You went.
You can't be holding people against their will. That's called kidnapping.
What did you think that dude was going to say that was going to be so spectacular that you had to be there to listen to it?
I don't know if those aren't paid actors.
You kidnap paid actors.
I mean, he did it the first time and it worked.
So now it's gonna have to be put in there. It's gonna have to be put in their contract. You have to stay for the whole thing.
You get free pizza and a soda. Like, you gotta stay for the whole ramble.
The whole one soda.
Grand.
One
Yeah,
soda.
that.
Maggie Q need to use filters like Harry Lake to blur it up.
Well, Mickey is informed today.
Them trimmers really disappeared real quickly, didn't it, Mickey? we don't figure it out about Mickey. So if Mickey is calm, cool, and collected, Mickey get trimmers. When she's pissed off and angry and upset, like them security guards. Nah, she good. She good. She good. By that time, when Mickey gets mad, she could type 90 words per minute by this time. The coat went crazy over Obama wearing a tan suit. I searched the web and found pictures of Reagan. That wasn't the point, Mickey. The point was they had to find something. You know this. I'm just saying it for anybody else. But it was a tan suit. Yeah, compared to the tan suit that somebody else wore, the tan suit that was worn by other presidents, the tan suit that was worn by Reagan, which some of y'all figured was one of the greatest presidents of all time.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Sorry. You did. You did. Reagan was one of the greatest presidents the country has ever
But
known.
Trump's better than him. Let some of them tell it. Although Reagan served 2 terms and Trump only served 1. But hey,
it don't matter because by 2024, Reagan is gonna come back to life, and he's gonna pick Trump to be his running mate. And
Reagan now, huh? Wow. They went from
Anna. At least this time he picked the right side.
I was gonna say, this time they picked another.
At least you picked the Republican this time. We're making progress here, okay, folks? We're making progress.
Trump would never run number 2 to anybody. He's always got to be at the top of the ticket. And his ego.
Man, They love Reagan.
100%, sir.
The downside of both parties. Oh, but I tell you one thing
There's a
about
point.
Reagan. The only thing that I give credit to Reagan about, always. Guarantee you, boy, we was the most secure country in the world when that dude was in charge. Cause we have no idea what he was crazy enough to do. If you can make Russia say tear down that wall and they do it.
You mean Germany?
Germany. Why?
Yeah, it was West Germany and East Germany. Reagan said tear down the wall. They went and tore down the wall.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Tear down that wall.
And then the citizens did it.
Yep.
Yeah, you know you owe when you remember when there was an East Germany and a West Germany, not just Germany.
Mm-hmm.
I
remember that time.
You remember a country called USSR?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Yep.
You
Good song about it.
When the Olympics was in, well, never mind. I'm not going to go down that trail.
Okay. I've tried to talk long enough. I really did. I really, really did try to talk long enough, try to stretch out the BS of the Republican Party and Trump and Marjorie and all of them. I don't have anything else to say. Oh, wait a minute. We got a comment. Reagan was the push to the right of both parties. The current right wings took one more step to the right. They fall off the flat earth.
This is the same group of people that think Jesus was born in the United States. What kind of conversation can I have with y'all?
I don't. I know it's parody, but it was just so funny when that lady said, "You should have an abortion because your child may be a Jesus." I ain't never laughed so doggone hard in my life at that. Like, whoa! And I'm not laughing because the joke was funny. I'm laughing because somebody probably fell for that.
Somebody said it.
Did you hear what she said? My child may be.
What if I?
Y'all remember the song by Tony Fisher, "West of the
West
Wall"?
of the Wall? No, Mickey, you done went way back on me on that one now.
I don't know that song.
I think I do, Mickey. I think I remember what you're talking about.
And is anybody shocked?
Yeah.
Anna knows every old song known to mankind. Anna wasn't even born, did it? She know every song that was there before she was born, during the birth, after she was born, and growing up.
I like music. Okay.
I get it. So since you like music.
Oh, I walked right into that, didn't I?
Yeah, you sure did. And really, you can't blame me for this one because all I did was say, hey, go to YouTube, type this guy's name in. You didn't have to go to YouTube and type this guy's name in. You could have just
said. And then what was the next question, Tracy? What was the next question?
Oh, I would have just sent you all this stuff. But
no, you said the next question you type. Are you going to put it on the show?
No, I didn't ask if you did. I said,
yep.
I must have been talking about something else because I really wasn't talking about him.
Oh, well, you said this.
But you went to YouTube and looked up this guy. I don't know what made you, because all I did was describe him. I said, go, just go. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to talk about him. Just go look.
1962. No, I would not know that song.
12 years before I was born.
10 years before me. All right, let's just get this over with so I can I don't know, tap dance. I don't even care. I just want to get it over with.
Hold on.
Tracy, worst video of the year. I will say week. This may be of the year. By the way,
He didn't even look at him. No, man.
By the way, I just want to put this out before I finish this video. Before I even finish this video,
This is the best one.
I'm going to let you know this video is under 2 minutes long. I don't want nobody coming to me going, oh, that was long. This video is 1 minute and 48 seconds. It's under 2 minutes. So there you go.
No one knew how long I was feeling, and the emptiness I tried so hard to hide. Though I laughed and said my life was fine without you, I was covering up the secret tears I cried. Then one day someone told me of your mercy and the love you showed on a hill called Calvary. And there you died and purchased my redemption when you broke sin's heart and set my spirit free. I'm amazed that you love me. I'm amazed how you care. Through your precious blood I found pardon, and my sins are washed. They're all washed away. All my sins are washed away.
Ow.
That's not even his best one. Listen to me. Type
Whatever
looking
you
for a
finna say,
city.
Nope.
Just don't listen to me.
Nope.
Just type his name, looking for a city. Guaranteed.
Nope.
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
Never.
Again. I'm in tears because of the singing, because he hit notes that's not even on the
He went. You know what?
on the scale.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna criticize singing.
Who?
I have perfect pitch. When somebody is that off, it hurts me.
First of
He
all,
had the
the
courage
guy
enough
is
to get
not
on
a
stage
falsetto.
and sing about his love. What's wrong with that?
He is not a falsetto. He is hitting notes that he don't even have to hit. All you have to do is find what your pitch is. He is hitting stuff that's not even. And on top of that, to make it even worse, Anna, he has his own page. Like, there is a laundry list of just him singing.
Yep, looking for a city.
And I just picked the shortest video that I could find because no. 2, I had to cut that one because that was 3 minutes and some change. And 3, again, the entertainment of all of this is not listening to these people. The entertainment is watching Anna flip across the bed, roll over. She got to one point where she just said, F it, got up, walked to the back of her bed, tried to make a run for it, couldn't make a run for it, came back, and it was still going.
Even my dog, man, my dog was like, what the F is that?
I'm gonna go as far into the corner of my room that I can go where I can still hear the screeching howls of this cat while still at the same time staying on the show, so I'll know when it's almost. Oh,
yep.
Geez. That was bad, and it's
looking
all
for a city. No, it's not. Nobody made you go look him up. You could have said, nope, Tracy, I know what you do. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Of course, I would have emailed you.
I could say, oh no, I can already tell this guy's gonna make a fool out of himself. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chick Chat Patty Whack ain't got nothing on this dude because at least she could sing. The song didn't make any daggone sense. But this dude, oh,
His song
my
makes perfect sense. His song, what he's singing
Tracy,
about makes perfect sense.
I could not even understand what he was saying. Literally, I could not put a word together that he said. There is a falsetto, and even a falsetto, the falsetto is not through the whole song. It's at different
I don't know why y'all so critical.
points when you
That
are
man was up
falsetto.
there doing the
This
best
dude
he
with
could.
falsetto from the beginning of the song and tried then went up one octave. A couple of
Most people who cannot sing
Like
that
me.
badly do not go and place themselves in a position to go again and again.
Well,
he was in a church, was he not? I mean,
yes, he
come on,
was in
how?
a church.
I'm going to call for every little bit of help I can at that moment.
But he has a
He's got to
whole
be a comedian because he
YouTube
can't.
video.
He can't think he can sing. There's no way. There's no way he's not a
Please.
comedian.
Okay.
Hey, I have heard some beautiful falsetto. I have heard really incredible soprano out of men.
Yes.
That? None of that. No. That was
Y'all
not singing.
criticizing that man.
That was yowling. I'm sorry.
No.
Put the work together. No, it can't. At least she could kind of sort of sing.
No. See, what this is what I want. Cause she could sing. The Chick Chat,
She could sing.
She could hold a note. She could hold a note. I mean, not all of it was like perfect. There was some. It's like, ooh, good gracious, that almost hit.
If you had a little bit of training,
yes,
she would be incredible.
But what I want him, what the duet that I want is him singing a song that she wrote. I think it's gonna be masterful. It's gonna be please. That's all I want for Christmas. That's all I want for Christmas. That's all I want for Christmas. I already told her about Christmas. That's what I want for Christmas. I want her to write a song and I want him to sing it. Bam. Mary had a little lamb and God was there too. I want that as my Christmas gift.
Mary had a little lamb and God was there too.
Okay, seriously, y'all looking at me crazy, and this woman just started off a song with Chick Chat Patty Whack.
Chit Chat Chatterwhack. Get some right.
Who gives up?
You went and searched for it. You did not have to search for it. And then you decided, you know what? I'm going to put this on my show. You did not have to put this on your show.
They posted a Facebook concert by Frankie Valli from a recent concert.
What old movie was that from, Tracy?
First of all, Frankie Valli is still alive. Frankie Valli? Wow.
Wow.
Well, y'all same shop.
Frankie Valli?
Really?
Frankie Valli is up there.
Yeah.
He is up there. That dude was running 60s.
Ooh.
Frankie Valli, Frank Sinatra. This dude was running the 60s. And he's still, man. Mickey, send me that video. I want to see
it's
that.
On the she put it on the Facebook group.
Okay,
I think she put it on mine, but she might have put it on yours too. She posted more than one.
Well, if you didn't put it on mine, put it on mine because I want to see Frankie Valli at 88. And Frankie Valli has a falsetto that's correct. I can understand the words. It's a beautiful sound. I feel like that.
I just having wrong with his screeching. Some people cannot sing.
Correct.
Exhibit A. We try. We really, really try.
I would actually disagree with you there, Tracy. I have heard you sing where You're not pushing it. And it was very soft, and I thought it was lovely.
Here's the
And it
deal
needs a
with
hearing aid.
here's the deal with
Let's all
people,
pitch in to
but
get
and this is the funny
hearing
thing
aids.
about it is, if you know you can't sing, but you want to sing, just get in a choir and just
No, because some
sing.
people can't sing in the shower.
Well, hey, no, yeah, don't throw everybody off around you.
No,
Go sing in the
sing
shower.
very
Go.
quietly. Sing very quietly.
Or sing in your car. Oh, no, don't do that either. Because if somebody's with you, you're going to scare them. Like if you got a baby in the back, the child going to scream.
True.
Don't scream anyway.
If you're alone.
And if you got a dog.
You see, a dog would tell you you suck. That's why I love dogs. Dogs will tell you
Marlon
that you're
is
terrible.
the one. He's blaming
Do
me,
not
but
sing around a dog.
Marlon chose to put this clip on his show.
She
He
said,
could have said,
you gonna
Tracy,
put it on the show.
just like I sent you little daycare girl. No, I'm never gonna play that. You could have said the same thing about this.
Because I don't put bad kids on my show.
But you could have said, I don't put bad singers on this page. I'd be like, okay.
What?
Mickey, I'm with you because I got a
I'm
lot
trying to read it.
When I was
being created, I was given a choice that I could be flat in one of two places. One look at my chest, and you know how badly I sing.
Because her voice is flat. But if Mickey, never mind. Because if I say it, she gonna literally cuss me out. So I'm not gonna say.
Well, I'll contest to the fact that one has nothing to do with the other.
Just look, if you on YouTube and you need to looking for a city. That's the one that I was hoping Marlon was gonna play.
Nope.
But nope.
Nope.
But you've heard it.
I literally right now.
Did you hear it?
I literally right now am going to go and say that we will hear this video one more time as the worst singer video. He's worse than the old boy. Because I think old boy is just faking anyway.
Ice Fish.
I think he's faking
you know what?
and it
How
worked.
many videos have I submitted to you that you've actually ended up playing?
This dude right here, no, y'all gonna hear this one more time unless we find somebody else. At this point in time, I'm gonna call it as, yeah, he wins. He's worse than JJ Ice Fizz. He worse than get did it till I died. He's worse than her. He's worse than Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Girl. This dude wins. If somebody says me something else, it got to be.
What could there be?
We literally had somebody who wanted to sing at a funeral who knew they couldn't sing.
People do that all the time.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Anyway, strangest thing that you've ever seen.
When I was about 18, I worked at a grocery store, and one day this young man entered, and I kid you not, he looked exactly like me. Like, weirdly way too much alike. This guy was wearing the same outfit as me. Khakis, a blue polo, and a brown coat, though his coat was a little bit darker. When this guy met my gaze, we just kind of eye-locked at every opportunity we could throughout the store, both of us wearing this stupid, perplexed look on our faces. The only difference I could tell was that this person was a little bit older than I was and he had a goatee. I assumed that he was my evil twin. He left the store after buying his stuff and life went on, but it doesn't end there. The next day, a strange woman approached me saying, "OP, why are you here?" I turn around to see someone I don't know and say, "How do you know my name? Do you know me?" She says, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were my son, OP. You look exactly like him." The dude even shares my frickin' name. This is so weird. I confirmed with the lady that her son did come in the day before and he was home temporarily from college. So I continued to ask her about her son since we look identical, and she told me his age. He's 2 years older and where he grew up, the town over. And he has 2 older brothers and a younger sister. I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister. I asked this woman's name and, of course, "Oh, my name is Karen, nice to meet you." My mother's name is Karen. I didn't probe any further, but I'm not even sure I want to know how far down the alternate universe me went. It was just so unbelievably strange, the circumstances overall. But the weirdest thing by far, and what stuck with me the most, is that weird feeling I had when me and that other guy were staring at each other. I assume that he felt this too by the look on his face. It was a feeling that I can really only describe as knowing that the other person I'm looking at is me somehow. I don't know, I can't explain it fully. I wonder if identical twins feel the same stuff. Our next...
Get the fuck out of here.
You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that.
That happens all the time. I have literally seen people
You're
that
wearing
look.
the same clothes, the same name.
I
Your
believe
mama
this
have the
one.
same name.
I believe every
Get
bit of
outta
this.
here
It
with
happens
that
all the.
stuff.
Haven't you seen people that look almost identical? And you, I just pointed this out at the beginning of the show. Did I not say? Look at Carrie Lake and look at Nicole Parker and tell me they don't look alike. And you said, oh, they do look alike.
They have a similarity. This dude is telling me that he looked at his twin. Hey, Susan. I found a picture of me 9 years ago before I told you I gained weight. I should send it to y'all. Okay.
No,
you reminded me of Chin Up High Video and the yeah. She's third in my list.
She's got to be.
She's third.
I believe every bit of this video. I have seen it where people they will look like almost identical to each other and they are not related. You're like, how in the end? What did they call them?
Doppelgangers?
Yeah, doppelgangers. Thank you.
I call them astrological twins.
Yeah, because it's like
doppelgangers is shorter. Jeez. You gotta make everything so scientific, Anna. Stick to DC.
Astrological? And you saying that's like, okay.
Stick to DC and Marvel, doppelgangers. Because that's where I learned the word from, by the way.
You
I
telling
didn't
me
even know that word existed.
I'll name you some more people that I think look alike. Kelsey Grammer and Bob Hope. They look almost identical. If you look at them, you're like, dang, this is the same person. Yes, Kelsey Grammer. Look at, just saying. Just look. You're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You're saying similarities. You're looking at they have similar features.
No,
and things
these
like
two
that.
look a lot alike. Like they could be like related to each other.
Now, I did see the picture on Facebook with somebody that looked just like, just looked like Abraham Lincoln with the beard and everything.
I had a relative whose name was Abraham, and I looked at him, and he was like a fourth grade uncle. I'm like, dude, we had an Abraham Lincoln. And I look at him and go, and his name was Abraham. Okay. It happens. It happens a lot.
I'll name you two Congress people. They both passed on. Elijah Cummings and what's that other guy? Wait a minute. Elijah Cummings.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm talking about, and the other black guy. Oh, he just recently passed. He was a civil rights icon. He got beat in Selma.
John Lewis.
Almost the same person.
They're
not related, but they look like almost identical. And the similarities between their two families is like, oh my gosh.
Susan, you're just gonna have to go back into the show and watch it because I can't do it.
Yes, play it again. Play it again.
You're out of
play it
no.
again.
Tracy, you have lost it. I told you I will play it one more time, and that's the year-end show because there is no way in the world somebody can beat this dude. But Susan, I can't do it. I can't. I don't have enough experience.
Don't do it.
You be judging yourself.
Don't do it to yourself.
John Lewis, that's what I was like, but yes, they looked almost identical. Almost identical. And they were like decades apart in age, but they looked not decades, but they were a few years apart from each other. But I could never tell the two apart. I was like, oh, is that John Lewis? Oh no, is that Elijah? Nope, that's John Lewis.
There's this thing we have called DNA, and we all share a lot of it with each other, especially Somebody from the same area of the globe.
Susie, you're not a mafia member because you're gonna have to struggle just like what we did, and you're gonna have to go back and watch that video.
Watch
Susie,
it.
don't listen
Watch
to
it.
you have to go back and watch that video. You have
Don't
to.
do it,
Because
Susan.
you got to go back and see what you missed. Hello.
You have to go back and see what you missed.
If you value your own ears, don't do it.
And brain cells.
That.
Who else I think looks alike? Queen Latifah looks like who's that I'm thinking of? Yeah, they did. They did. They passed a year behind each other. They sure did.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay. Whatever.
There are, we call them coincidences, but they are patterns. When you get into it, all the Europeans on the planet, we are all related. All the Africans, all the Asians.
That's why we look similar to each other. I mean, in terms of race.
Here's the deal.
But we don't look just alike. Because sometimes they be confused with black people like them two people don't look nothing alike.
No, there's a difference between you're not used to that culturistic look, and so therefore you're not seeing the individualism, and then these two could be twins. Big difference, yes.
I can see because I've seen videos of people who live like across country from each other and they look exactly alike and things like that. And I go with the odds of saying, duh, you have to. Like, it's just what's throwing me is that he's 2 towns over. So it's like,
it happens a lot.
What's 2 towns over from me? So
I would not be surprised if they found out that they were like third cousins.
Yep.
But the mama name is the same. He has the same siblings. And I was like, come on.
I mean, if you were going to start to pull out more than that, then I was going to start to go, okay, way too many similarities.
Yeah.
But everything that he described there...
Everything I've heard it before.
I have too.
I'm going to tell you what threw me a little bit. This is a little comic booky type situation that I never thought of until I watched Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman, or whoever versus whoever, the movie. But it was a part where Batman had Superman down for the count.
Yeah,
literally
like that's going to happen. Continue.
No, it was real short. He had him down for the count and was really going to kill him. And he said, please take care of my mother, Martha. And Batman rolled back and go, how do you know Martha? And it didn't dawn on me that both Batman's mother and Superman's mother name was Martha until they actually said it in this movie. And I went, holy crap, I've been listening to comic books for decades of my life, and I never put that crap together in a million years. So when I hear stories like this, it's like, come on, this.
It's not just in the comic book.
Dorothy Dandridge looks a lot like Janet Jackson, a lot like her.
I'm not picking up the person just by the name.
You can't tell me what to do, you young whippersnapper. I probably will, though.
Don't say I didn't warn you. That's all I'm saying.
Just Susan, if you do it, just Google his name and type in "looking for a city." That's
no. You need to look at it on my show because I need the numbers.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at it on Marlon's show. But after Marlon's show, looking for a city.
They destroy your computer.
She could be watching on her phone.
Can't come back here.
Get a new laptop. Your computer is corrupt by that point. I'm pretty sure my computer is corrupt.
You know how many millions of times I've played his videos? I don't know who's funnier, him or Death Drastic Times Calls for Drastic Measures.
No, this dude was terrible. This dude was.
You played a lot of videos I have sent you. JJ Icefish, the Praise Team guy.
I can't find the Praise Team guy.
Oh, I'll send that to you again.
I'm pretty doggone sure that you will. And then you'll say, but you didn't have to play it on your show. Have I seen Wakanda Forever? Yes, and it was a decent movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm
But
not gonna see it.
Parker, I tell you, I went into the movie reluctantly because of the main character, and I knew how much of an ass she was through the whole making of the movie when it came to wearing a mask and getting the shot and things like that, and it sort of just made me a little sick.
You give me some backstory I ain't never
Yeah.
heard.
The main character now, so you know,
the younger sister of
the younger
T'Challa.
sister is now the main character of the
Right.
movie.
Right.
But Wakanda's supposed to have been out a long time ago, a while back. But they had to start and stop production because the main character, the young sister, was against COVID, whatever. Wouldn't wear the mask, wouldn't get the shot. We can't do this with you in it because you don't. Well, I ain't gonna wear. And it was just like, lady. And by the way, this is the funny thing about it. This is what made me so mad about it was we was well past the whole it's fake crap. We was well past that. Like, okay, folks, that lie is now have been proven to be a lie. It's real. It is flat out real. And I get the concept of the Black community not wanting to deal with COVID and getting the shot. I get it. I truly, truly understand it.
I get anybody who doesn't.
The Stingy experiment has messed the Black community up
Yeah.
for decades. Like, you really effed us over on that.
Mm-hmm.
Treated us straight up like freaking guinea pigs. I get it. But having said that, this disease, even though, quite honestly, it did devastate the Black community a lot more than the white community, it was devastating different communities. No one was getting away from this. Black, white, Hispanic, Native American, whatever, men, women, children, adults.
Yep.
It was doing everything. And yet, just to get through a movie, you couldn't do the right thing. So I had a bias in me that's like, and then number two, man, Chadwick Boseman. I'm sorry.
Like he's gonna always be Black Panther in my head. I know
he's
he did
always gonna be Black. He's always gonna be it. And it's like looking at this movie, it's like I know what they're doing this because they treat Marvel treat every movie as a phase to the next phase.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at all the movies, it's really a TV show. If you want to look at it, every movie is an episode. Every episode leads to something else to the grand finale.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at Wakanda, you know you have to watch Wakanda because it's going to lead to another movie or two movies down or whatever. It always leads to something. So it was like, not to give away the ending, Tracy, but
I already read it on Wikipedia.
I
already read the ending on Wikipedia, so you're not.
Oh, okay. So we already know what the connection is to the next movies is.
Oh, now that part I didn't get. I know he had a son with that one chick.
And that's the connection.
Oh, okay.
That's the connection.
Okay.
So for everybody, and this is timestamp this because I'm going to say it now. They're going to make the older version of that son the next Black Panther.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. And it's going to be something, but...
Women was Michael A. B. or C. Jordan in it?
Yes.
But didn't they kill Killmonger? They could have been.
He is Killmonger.
No, I mean he's Killmonger, but he died in the first movie, right?
Oh yeah, he came in a dream.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I saw it last week and I like it. It was really emotional film. Yeah, we were the right.
I heard some people talking about the entrance and how it was very powerful to have like a moment of silence.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. When they do that little Marvel thing where the Marvel sign that comes and they always have the pictures inside. And all of the pictures was Chadwick Boseman as Black. I had to sit there silent.
It's kind of hard for me. I'm like,
will you hurry up with this doggone sign? The sign seems to be moving a little slower than the other movies. Y'all need to wrap this up now. Y'all ain't gonna have me over here.
I don't like to go to movies and then start crying.
And that was the beginning.
Right.
But I still think she's a good actress and thought that she did well in performance in the movie. I bet Angela.
No, she won't. They didn't give it to her for what love's got to do with it.
She played her part in this movie, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. And thank you for saying Angela Bassett, because I kept looking at her like, what the heck is she? I know that she played the mother. But it was just bothering me like.
But Winston Duke is in it, so I might have to just, just for Winston go see, I'm just saying.
Man, you get after a certain amount of time, just like Shazam, I may or may not want to see it, but I know eventually it's going to be on HBO Max. So I'm like, I'll just wait till it comes on HBO.
I heard that movie was comical and stupid, like it was funny, stupid.
No, Shazam was comical. Shazam's supposed to be more. I mean, not Shazam, Black Adam. Sorry, I didn't know if I wanted to watch Black Adam or not, so I was like,
it's got The Rock in it. Like, what, you gonna get good acting? Okay.
Okay, The Rock is a good actor. Now, come on. Now you so used to somebody. He could do comedy, and he could do action, and he could do drama. He's in a play. He can fly a plane, and he can do race car driving. So no, ain't nobody. No, I'm not going with you right today, Tracy. He got a star named after him. Foxy's videos of the week. He could do an action movie, but can he build a boat?
Notice I'm taking the high road.
Ooh, don't take the high road. That was one of the biggest arguments we done had on this show.
No, we pretty much all agree.
Except for this and... No.
I was like, if they slow roll, you go right low with them. Marlon, I think
Marlon, did we lose you? Okay.
Yep. I think Marlon's
Am I back? Are we back?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we all was gone. I got YouTube up on the other page so I can tell when we're all completely and utterly frozen, and we was utterly and completely frozen.
Oh, wow.
So let's keep this moving.
Oof.
One more Trump stupid thing.
Y'all have to see this. I swear to God, you cannot make this shit up.
I've gone decades without a war, the first president to do it for that long a period.
I don't know what's fucking scarier. The fact that he doesn't know how long a decade is. The fact that he thinks he was president for a decade. The fact that he doesn't realize that he was president during the Afghanistan war. I mean, after all, isn't he the one who took credit for the drawdown? The fact that he thinks he is the first non-wartime president. Or the scariest thing of all, the people clapping for him at the end when he said that bullshit. Just gonna go ahead and say it. Trump and his supporters do not live on the same fucking timeline that the rest of us are living on.
Right.
He's gone decades and decades of spewing out poop out of his mouth. And it just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming.
It was just Marlon that was frozen. I'm gonna when I get off this show, I'm gonna unplug my internet and plug it back in and see what it is. So funny thing is, Anna, we haven't had a psychiatric
nope
psychedelic
psychedelic. Yep.
phenomenon
Before Tracy,
So
his whole screen was like an acid trip from the 70s. It was crazy.
I don't know what an acid trip is.
everything is color, different colors mixed all together.
Tie-dye?
No, not like tie-dye.
Let's
Just
say it like this. Let's use tie-dye in this movie.
Yeah.
It's just it ain't
Technical
just
difficulty.
it's just it's constantly moving.
It was strange.
So I'm gonna keep this
Decades
train
and
moving
decades.
because I don't know when I'm going to show up. But anyway, so Republicans, how did you feel about the midterm elections?
I can't believe John Fetterman won.
This, in fact, bad for the Democrats. They're going to misread this as like, oh, we won.
Joe Biden was not punished. This morning, had there been a big red wave, everybody would be going, blame Joe Biden. Can't say that now.
You can't say that right now.
Still a win for pro-lifers. This new generation is totally brainwashed.
When we just owned the libs, we didn't win those races.
This is not a surprise. We knew it would be extremely tight.
Forget the red wave, the red tide, whatever it was. It doesn't matter at this point.
They're always going to spin things against us. Single women and voters under 40 have been captured by Democrats. So we need these ladies to get married.
Yeah, that's the person that said that. Reason why y'all lost.
Fingers twitching.
Because
Yeah.
you know what Anna just did. Because I can do it, but yeah.
I do it for you, good. Yep. Screw you and your sexist. No.
We need them to get married. What does that have to do? How do you?
Because the man will be in charge now. The man is in charge. You women have too much of your own minds.
Yeah, that's when things went down. You know, that's when society went down, when women got the right to vote. How dare we?
Do I have that video?
They even have women coming out. The young woman?
No. I have a video of it.
The blonde? Yep.
Yeah, the blonde. Yep.
Yep.
the blonde. But
she's working right, so she's a hypocrite. Because if she doesn't,
not only is she a hypocrite, she ran for office.
But that's a woman being exposing.
I have discovered a name for it. I'm gonna play the video next week. I'm literally gonna make sure that I look for it because it was am I the a-hole type video, of course, because if it wasn't for them videos, I wouldn't even know these people existed. But it is called she called her sister a misogynistic pick-me girl. And me and Foxy looked at each other and went, what the heck is a pick-me girl? The definition of exactly everything that you think a misogynistic person would say, but only coming out of a woman's mouth.
Women can say some of the most misogynistic things I've ever heard.
This girl went.
I've heard women say men are better than women. I've heard women say that men should be in charge of everything. I've heard women say that the downfall of society is women's fault. Women can say the most misogynistic things. Unfortunately, I mean, you got Uncle Tom, dad.
Trying to say the results really aren't that surprising. LOL. He knew he like. Oh, please.
They were like, Ted Cruz, it's gonna be a massive wave from
Bo from the Fifth Element put it pretty
Good
clearly.
call. Yep.
Column. Oh, I know why I said Fifth Element. I love that movie. Fifth Column. He put it perfectly. Everybody that was saying it was going to be a red wave. Again, I'm so sick of saying that word. Be more creative, people. Stop taking. The last thing y'all came up with was MAGA because apparently y'all didn't even come up with America first, but you got it from the right source. But the reason why everybody thought it was going to be a red wave was because you polled people who wanted a red wave. You didn't poll everybody. You polled your side of the party. What did you think they were going to say?
Well, it wasn't like the Democrats were out here hitting home runs either. It wasn't like they was out here with $15 minimum wage and
they have to come up with a new form of polling, though, is the point. There are hardly people that are picking up where you don't know where this number is coming from. Unknown. So we just, our form of communication has changed, and our polling still relies on little landline calls.
oh shoot, they called my cell phone. I was like, I got polled. I was all proud of myself.
Good for you. I mean,
that's all I was gonna say. Good for you, because they never called me. Gee, I wonder why.
I don't pick up the phone unless I, know I need to for a doctor or something.
Y'all can call me.
Well, no, I can't. My phone is broke.
I'll answer all your questions.
Oh, Marlon. He wants to talk. Yeah.
I want
for 99 cents a minute, he'll talk to you.
Ooh.
What?
I said for
You
99
suddenly went
cents
to OnlyFans?
He can OnlyFans on his voice. What's wrong with him making a little money on the side?
Because I'm not an OnlyFans. I'm not doing that.
Why not? It's a lady that OnlyFans her pictures of her feet. She doesn't show any nude, just her feet. And she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
That's great. I got grandchildren. I'm not doing that.
Who said you had to be something proofs? You could talk about the weather. You could talk about politics. That's true because
yeah,
we're going by history because that normally is what happens. The party in power usually
loses. Yep.
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah.
I took myself off all them email lists. I'm like, stop emailing me. Y'all not
Yeah.
getting my $5 no more. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. It's not gonna be you. Go away.
And the funny thing about it, Parker, is, and that's why I cringe at saying this, but it don't matter because they're not going to change their thing. There was no blowouts. So I don't know why y'all taking it like, but then again, I do know because you wanted a blowout. You wanted a red wave to come in, and it didn't come. But it ain't like y'all lost by like 10, 15%. I don't even think anybody lost by 5%.
Nope. All they had to do was say, hey, we got control of the house. But nope. They just had to take it extra.
So y'all so butthurt about the red wave that comes.
Which gives me pleasure. Thank you for being butthurt.
I mean,
it gives me joy.
Like y'all
Thank
got
you.
blown out. It's like it's a
and apparently there's infighting about who's going to be the speaker of that. Oh, this is this is. I mean, it should make me happy. I mean, we know McCarthy's going to win, but
I thought he already did.
No, it's some people not wanting him to be Speaker of the House.
But is it enough?
That's the
I know
choice.
that like Matt Gaetz and all them.
I don't know if it's enough or not. I don't keep up with Republican politics. Like I said, he'll win.
I thought that was a shoe win.
I pretty much think he's gonna win. They'll vote for him.
Well, they got their hands busy with Hunter and all of them in a way.
Yep,
So
talking about his laptop.
They're and I'm being sarcastic, but in a sense, I'm really not. They're already busy with Hunter Biden and his laptop, so eventually they'll get to leadership when they get a chance. You glittering, never mind.
They'll go back to Benghazi. They will,
No, you ain't going back far enough. They're gonna go all the way to Bill Clinton and call up Monica Lewinsky to testify. See, and then they say, no, that ain't good enough. Let's get Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was the last Democratic president, so let's get him, bring him up on some phony charge, and then we'll have him testify, even though he's 97. Like
They're not going. They not going to mess with Carter. Carter was the one president who really didn't do anything.
It wasn't his fault. I'm not gonna say he didn't do anything. It wasn't his fault. Reagan was out here exchanging weapons for hostages.
That was after he was president.
No, that was what led Reagan to be president. That's what Iran-Contra was about.
He was governor. How was he doing any of that stuff?
Marlon, did you not
The
pay attention to the
Iran-Contra affair?
Yes, Reagan orchestrated that whole thing with the help of George Father Bush. Like, where was you at? Now, Marlon, you got to remember
This
that.
didn't happen until he was president.
No, that happened way before he was president.
79.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, 79.
Hey.
Reagan was out here exchanging weapons for hostages.
I have no idea why I'm even arguing with y'all. I'm so over here hurt and whatever. So sure, you're right. You're absolutely 100% correct. And then I'll correct y'all or don't correct y'all on the next show. But chances are I'm not going to correct you because I'm going to look at this show and go, sometimes, Mom, you just really need to shut the hell up and just listen.
Yeah, Iran-Contra was all about Reagan out here with them armed for hostages. That's why old boy is in jail now. What's his name, man? Yeah, Noriega. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's how old I am, audience.
The House Republicans essentially going to block themselves while blocking everybody.
Yep, nothing's going to get done.
It is.
Right. Once again.
It depends on what the subject is.
No, they're going to impeach Biden. That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Yeah.
I don't know for what. Sure. I mean, they actually want to
Merrick Garland.
You're going to take away his money.
They had Hunter Biden's leg. No, see, that's the funny thing about it, Mickey. Again, in case anybody is new to this show, Republicans, you already had the laptop. Because remember, what Tucker Carlson said, his friend had the laptop, put it on a flash drive, all the information of the laptop on a flash drive, and he sent it overnight. We don't know what company it was because he would never tell him what the company was. And he also made sure to tell him that it wasn't the company's fault, even though, come on, we lose our crap when Amazon loses our stuff. But this is so important that you ain't going to say nothing with that company. Okay. So does that not mean, if anything, does not Tucker Carlson's friend still has the laptop? So when y'all keep saying we need to find a laptop, talk to Tucker Carlson's friend. He still has it, I'm sure. You remember you got it from the blind person at the pawn shop? Because for some reason, somebody is stupid enough to have incriminating evidence on a laptop and give it to a blind guy at a pawn shop. So, yeah. And for some reason, the blind guy, for the first time in a long time, was able to read the laptop. But that's neither here nor there.
He printed the stuff and then wrote it and then read it in Braille. I guess.
I can't even keep up with these lies. It is so hilarious. The Republicans will end up having about 5 seats majority in the House, so McConnell can only afford to lose a few
If he gets
members
15
before.
people against him, it don't have to be a lot. If he gets 15 votes against him, he's not going to be speaker.
I'm
He
afraid
didn't
he
have to
ain't
get
gonna
him.
get.
What
I'm afraid he ain't gonna
happened?
get there. He'll get a more nutty than him. I mean, he's right down the middle of what they wanted. So if they don't want him, huh? I honest. No, I'm not. I have not a clue. If that it was
here's the thing to keep
McCarthy
in
on the
mind.
list, I never
For
put a
the-
list together.
But here's
Why
the
was
thing
McCarthy?
that you don't want to think about, and this is the way here's how the Trumpocrats are thinking. Donald Trump technically could be Speaker of the House. You don't have to be a member of Congress to be this. I could be Speaker of the House right now. I have no elected office, but I could be Speaker of the House technically.
Right.
Trump technically could be Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
That's how screwed up our country is.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? It's not going to happen. But imagine, because his ego is not going to let him go from president to Speaker of the House. That's just a downgrade for him.
Mm-hmm. And it's too much work.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing.
You still have to remember this dude was president. So that.
They had
And did you see his schedule with executive time bullshit?
Yeah. And do you remember he do none of it?
Oh.
Remember
he didn't do that work.
Remember he wrote the Medicaid
he had that
he wrote
healthcare
the
bill
law for Medicaid that was pretty much empty. It was just a booklet. It was just a dollar. It was just a Dollar Tree notebook that had nothing in there. Yeah,
I remember that.
Well, y'all bringing up some memories.
Y'all can say all y'all want to about Trump, and no, it's too much for Trump to do. Folks, it ain't Trump. It ain't like Trump is gonna do it. It was a busy job. It really was a busy job.
But he's
still
not
ain't
going
gonna
to be.
do it. It don't
But
matter.
Marlon, he's not going. They're not going. If they, let's just say they did elect him Speaker of the House. Okay, they won't. But let's just say,
ew.
Oh gosh, Canada, here I come, Canada. I ain't lying.
And here's the funny thing about it is, I would take Laura Boebert over Jim Jordan.
What? Oh yeah,
because I know Jim Jordan is a lot smarter than Laura Boebert, so that makes him more dangerous. Yes, Laura Boebert will just go with the flow of what everybody said. Jim Jordan has his own mind. No, he is way more dangerous than Lauren Boebert.
But he's too busy ignoring sexual harassment.
He ain't got
allegations from his
nobody bringing it
wrestlers.
up no more. Trump was mad at McCarthy for a while, so
yeah, that's why I said it's a fight. If he gets 6, if he's like 6 or 7 shot, it could literally be that close.
Well, that's disgusting. Last video of the night. So this may take a while, but I'm not going to take everybody down because I need to get the expression on everybody's face of the video. Fox News, once in a while, once every blue moon, come up with great analogies. And they came up, they come up with great analogies. Once every blue moon is an outlier, but they do. And they come up with a very well thought out reason why Dr. Oz lost the election.
With voters. When it comes to the state of Pennsylvania, why did Dr. Oz lose? Well, it looks like, according to the exit polling, it's because Fetterman won.
I can say a whole lot, but Anna, I'm gonna let you go first on this one. Because Oz, you know what? Trump lost because because Biden won.
So, okay. This means when you have a race between two people,
Even three, because sometimes you have a three-way race.
okay, if you have a race between three people, no, that doesn't work, because if you say somebody lost, but then you still have two people, and then you say they won. Back to two people. I know why somebody won. Because the other guy lost.
Folks, I know
Marlon,
it's deep.
if that doesn't make your countdown, I'm telling you now, I will never come on your show again. That has to be in there. That's got to be one of the dumbest
1 + 1 actually equals 2?
2? What? Next, they're going to tell me that, you know what, Anna? The sky is blue.
No.
Grass is green. Grass is green.
The sky actually is not blue. It has no color.
I don't have gray hair. I have black hair with silver highlights. One plus one is two. 2 plus 2 is 4. I don't know what they're going to tell me next. Hot water and ice can make warm water?
Just when I think Fox was actually going to go on a real... Let's see, maybe he lost because he wasn't in Pennsylvania. Maybe he lost because the other guy won.
You
I
know,
it's philosophical, but
deep,
man, y'all.
it takes a deep intellectual like Ducey to come up with that. I mean, here I am, the common person, trying to figure out, how to scale my insulin so I can, scale it to what I'm actually eating. But
Right.
Jim Ducey sat down and explained to my feeble mind how Oz lost. Not because he was a terrible candidate, not because he said nothing, but simply because Fetterman won. My mind is blown. I'm in shock. This type of knowledge, I don't know what I'm to do now.
I don't know.
I mean, what am I? I mean, I'm flabbergasted. Oz lost because Fetterman won.
The other two lost because there was only one winner. It's math. It was calculus. So you're right, Susan. Okay, let's just call it the way it is. Man, that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Fucking stupid.
What competition? Competition, not politics, not anything else, not even sports. What competition where that is not the end result? That the person who won is because the other person lost. The other person lost because the other person win. Dude, you are the headline of
It's
a
Juicy. What are you expecting?
multi-billion-dollar news agency, and you came up with that from an exit poll. And you get paid for it.
I want a TV network. That's it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
I want a news station.
No, I want a TV show where I talk about politics, and I'm gonna say the most apparent things. More people showed up to vote. How?
You would blow people away, Tracy.
The only reason this guy was voted in because they voted him in. That's what our exit polls are showing. You did an exit poll for this? No,
You
let me
did.
rephrase it. Was you waiting for an exit poll to tell you this? She is governor of Arizona because the voters wanted her to be governor of Arizona more than the other lady they wanted as governor of Arizona. Yeah, pretty much how that works, dude. All I need to know what the poll numbers say. I didn't need an exit poll to be emailed to me. And be honest with you, it was on half a page of paper, wasn't it? You read half a page and
No,
you
he ran
came
a
up with that
sentence.
analogy.
He didn't read anything. He couldn't have. There's no way they sit here and said, you know, it could be this. He lost. Oz lost because Fetterman won.
And this is what irks me so much, and I'm finna get out of here. But this is what irks me so much. I guarantee you, without no proof, but I guarantee you there was a Republican that heard that and went, yeah.
Thank you. Man, I was sitting there trying to figure this out, and I can't.
couldn't figure that out for the longest time, but that's why Fox is the #1 network in the United States. Not lying, it actually is the #1 network.
That's scary.
That's ew, God. Why do I make my own self sick?
Sure.
The funny thing is,
We don't need 24-hour news. Sorry.
It didn't want Fox to acknowledge that they carried it. You can't get no more shorter than that, Susan. Yep. He got more votes. They wanted him to win. Guess what? He won. Anna, before I actually get a barf back my own self, please tell everybody where they can find you.
AureliaEtc.com on YouTube and on Instagram too.
Tracy?
TracyMediaLLC.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for the night. I appreciate Anna and Tracy coming on the show. Please do not forget to hit that like button on the way out the door. I would truly appreciate it. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. What sucks?